I'm not taking the...
It's going over my face. It's so dead.
Hello and welcome to Mornings in Messenia. I'm your host, Hey Didius, and today we have a really exciting show for you, featuring the infamous god of the sea. We'll be chatting about the current state of the ocean, get the inside scoop on his current family drama, and test his skills in a new challenge. So, Poseidon, thank you for joining us today. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
Don't want to ask me how I'm doing.
Not massively, no, because I don't particularly like you.
Off to a great start already.
Yeah.
So we've been trying to get you on the show for centuries.
Yeah.
You've always quite bluntly and rudely said no.
Yep.
Why the sudden change of heart?
Well, as I say, I don't like you, so that was a big factor. But I think the biggest factor is my wife's not particularly happy with me at the minute. So I thought if I come on here, I can get a few things out in the open, try and smooth it over with her.
Right. I must say you are looking rather dapper today with your brand new toga on.
Yeah.
Who are you wearing?
I do believe this is from Marks and Spencer's, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old ancient Greek classic Marks and Spencer's.
Yeah, well, you can't go wrong.
Absolutely love it there. So it's been trying times for the ocean lately, lots of sea storms.
Yeah, very.
Just pure chaos really. Has it got anything to do with Odysseus travelling by sea frequently lately?
It essentially has everything to do with Odysseus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the man. I think the main reason's probably got to be, my son's a Cyclops.
Yeah.
So he struggles a bit as it is, just because he's got one eye. You know, he's always bumping into things and whatever. And Odysseus thought it'd be funny to blind him,
right?
Which just isn't really funny. So I'm not too pleased with him. So any opportunity I get, I'll just try and sink any ship that he's on, or just ones I think he might be on. Hence the tsunamis and undersea earthquakes and such.
Have you managed it yet?
Not yet, but I will get him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it. So I'm sure there's a lot to love about being god of the sea.
There is. Yeah.
Could you give us some pros and cons of the job?
Pros, I mean, just being a god on its own is good enough for me. You get a lot of respect, but I mean, the main con would be being god of the sea. You don't get as much respect as you would, say, as Zeus would or somebody like that. The sea is often looked down on.
Of all the gods, you are still quite respected.
I am, probably not as much as I should be, especially by people that are a bit too obsessed with the land. They don't have enough respect for the sea, and therefore not enough respect for me.
So there's been a feud between the seahorses and the starfish lately.
Yeah.
Where do you stand on that situation?
Starfish all the way.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of seahorses. They always have an attitude whenever I try to talk to them.
Right.
And I used to have a pet starfish called Patrick when I was younger, so a pretty easy side to choose for me.
Nice. Okay, well, we've prepared a game for you today. We're going to show a series of blurred pictures on screen, and it's up to you to guess what city they are.
Cool.
The longer it takes you, the more visible they will become. Let's begin.
Right, let's have a look. That's quite tricky, actually. Is that?
What do you reckon?
That looks like Athens to me. Is it Athens? Probably not.
I'm having a look. The answers are not coming through. Yes, it is indeed Athens. Well done.
Blimey.
Athens is obviously the city Athena is from.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, you actually fought with Athena over the city.
Yeah, I did.
To be in charge of the city, and she won because she gave the gift of an olive tree.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to give a pine tree, but they weren't too keen on that, so that's probably where I went wrong.
So Athens didn't have a king, which I imagine you would have wanted it to have a king.
Absolutely.
Athena didn't want it to have a king. It was ruled by the people as a democracy.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see that catching on, to be honest.
No?
It's not the best of ideas, really.
You don't think the world's headed that way? It's going to be kings and queens forever?
No way.
Okay. Shall we have a look at the next one?
Yeah, please. Is that Sparta?
That was Delphi.
Was it?
Yeah. Surely you've been to Delphi. You've not seen that place before?
I probably have been there. Probably a long time ago though. I don't particularly remember
Isn't
it looking
Delphi
like that.
great for parties? I swear they have
Oh, yeah.
massive parties. in
Yeah,
Delphi.
I've had a few good times there
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. On the way up to Mount Olympus, great
Yeah.
times.
Have a prees at Delphi and then
Yeah.
head up to Olympus. Yeah.
So Delphi, seat of Pythia, was located in Phocis, I think.
Yes.
Shall we have a look at the next one?
Yeah. Oh, what's it called? Is it Argos?
It is indeed Argos.
Okay,
Well
good.
done. I
Got
don't
one
know how
right.
you could have got that. It's not like the name of the place is in the photo or anything.
You say that. I couldn't see it because it was blurred. So
Do you go to Argos often?
not anymore. I think since they stopped doing catalogues, I don't really fancy
You
going there
gave up
anymore.
after being able to not
Yeah.
being able to scribble in the catalogues anymore.
No, that was the best bit.
All right, let's have a look at the next one.
I don't know actually. Is it London or somewhere like that?
Close, but it's actually Sparta.
Oh, it is Sparta. Oh, okay.
It is Sparta.
Right.
Don't you quite like Sparta? You're a bit of an aggressive guy. I feel like you
I
get
do
along
like
with the guys in Sparta.
Yeah, I like the way they get on down there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you mates with Ares?
Yeah, I quite like him. He's always up for a bit of a ruck, so
Yeah.
we get on quite well.
All right. Well, I think we've got time for one more city to have a look at. Let's have a look.
Oh, blimey. Crete.
No, that was Olympia.
Oh, I should have known that one.
You should have known that one indeed. For a
Well-
sporty person like yourself.
Yeah.
Do we have time for one more? No? Okay, so that was Guess the City. Now let's delve deeper, ocean deep even, and talk about your family. So let's start with your father.
Well, okay, you want to start off heavy, do you? Okay. So my dad, Cronus, I'm sure you obviously know who that is. We didn't have the best start in our relationship. He obviously ate me and a few of my siblings at birth. I don't really know why. I mean, whether he was hungry or it was just a power thing, which I suspect it may well have been
Scared
more so. Yeah, exactly.
For losing his power.
And so he should be, because our youngest brother Zeus actually cut him open and we all plopped out, and that's how we solved that. But it then did lead to us having a bit of a war with our dad. We won, but it's not the best thing you want to be doing, really, fighting with your dad.
To fight your dad.
No.
Yeah.
But of course, we did get, assigned parts of the world from it. So I became god of the sea. My brother became god of lightning, and so on.
And Hades, obviously, god of the underworld.
Yeah, well, less said about him, the better, I think.
Oh, well, we are going to have to talk about him. So
Oh,
we may as well do that now. Let's talk about Hades.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. He's always getting people to do bad stuff. Like, not so long back, he recruited this poor bloke from the 21st century to go back in time and try and find his wife for him. Why would you do that?
Yeah, it seems
It was
not very
interesting.
fair.
It looked interesting, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very fair. On
No,
on the guy.
that's my problem.
Do you know his name?
Who, that poor bloke who got sent
Yeah.
back? I think it was Jack or something like that.
Jack, you
Yeah.
reckon? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 21st century.
Yes.
That's a long way away.
Hell of a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. How about Zeus? Do you ever feel belittled by Zeus?
Yeah, I think he's very much in the limelight when compared to some of the others, myself included. I think he's sort of the poster boy for Greek gods. Everyone knows about him and cares a lot less about the rest of us.
Yeah. And I think I've heard he's quite an aggressive guy, but everyone sees him as the hero instead.
Yeah, I don't know why. He is a bit of a, I won't swear on this show, but he is a bit of a P word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing more to say on
I don't think he really deserves the airtime, to be honest.
Right.
He's never treated me.
He's had enough airtime, to be fair.
He has, yeah. I mean, he's probably
Yeah.
got all sorts, like films and whatever else done on him. I haven't.
So let's talk about your wife. What's going on with her?
Yeah. What is going on with her? I think I have been a bit naughty lately. I've been, don't know what the best way of putting it is. I've been seeing other people, basically. She's not too happy about it. In fact, I think she got so angry that she turned a poor nymph into a monster.
Right.
Which I think was pretty uncalled for.
Yeah.
I mean, I get she was angry, but I would never have done something like that.
Are you sure you wouldn't have done something like that?
No, I mean, I probably would have done something equally bad, but I
think you
wouldn't
would
have done that.
Knowing you like I do, Poseidon, the enemies that we are,
Huh.
I feel like you would have done far worse. Because I haven't done anything to you, and you've flooded the last 3 of my houses.
I have, yeah. I don't like the way you talk to people, basically, so that's why you got that. But the wife, she can be very aggressive when she wants to be.
Right.
Mm.
So
It's a tricky one.
obviously you've been seeing other people from Medusa to Aphrodite.
Yes.
Tell me a bit about these two.
Yeah, I do feel a bit bad about Medusa really, because we had our affair, and that's what ultimately caused her to be cursed. You know, she's got all that hissy business going on up there. Yeah, I think that was my fault basically. I had 2 children with Aphrodite, which didn't go down too well with the wife, but that's ancient history, literally. What can you do about it now?
Yeah. So, would you take any of them over your wife, or would you always want to go back to your wife?
No, I think I'd want to go back to the wife. As I say, that's the reason I'm here. I want to change, and I want her to know that I can change.
Yeah. So, I imagine now we're heading towards the end of the show. You've got something you might want to say to your wife. Is there anything?
I suppose I'd better.
Is there anything you want to say to your wife?
Yeah. I'm really, really very sorry for all the dreadful things I did to you, and I promise I won't do them again if you take me back. That sounds pretty sincere. I don't know about what you
did
think.
well.
Yeah.
But I've actually just been told some information. You're not going to like it. I think you probably should have stuck with Medusa, because your wife has actually been seeing our floor manager over there.
Right. Okay.
So, sorry to do it in this whole Jeremy Kyle style.
It's all right. I'll sort them out afterwards.
Yeah. It is what it is, you know. I'm very sorry you've heard it that way. But
it's all right.
To be fair, I prefer Rom to you anyway.
Well, he's not God.
Oh well. But anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in to this eventful episode. We'll see you again next week when I will be talking to Athena about her latest business adventure. Thank you, Poseidon, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Thanks.
Again, thank you for watching, and we will see you next week. Goodbye.